So the problem we tend to have here with heavy storms is we live at the bottom of this fairly steep hill, which is of course a paved road, and so water just comes rushing down it. So this summer we've had some storms that washed away the side of the driveway here, actually exposed the cable that goes to a neighborhood behind us. So if you look all the way down at the bottom of the hill into the backyard, in that area, a ton of gravel ended up down there after our last major storm, and this tree came down. So we spent the morning using the riding mower and a trailer to cart up load after load after load of gravel, put it back down along the side of the driveway here, then used a really quick and basic patching cement just to shore up the edge of the driveway. Now I'm sure that when the hurricane comes, it's just going to make a new edge along this temporary concrete, and it might even take the concrete away, but that will all still help protect the driveway itself. Ideally, it doesn't completely wash away. What we did up here to sort of encourage the water to go somewhere else, we actually have a spillway. It's kind of hard to see, but all down in there where the rocks are, and it goes all the way around the side of the house and out to the lake. So we're hoping that just by putting those sandbags and boards there, the water that's going to come rushing down along the side of this gutter here, instead of going right down our driveway, will follow the boards here and go down into the spillway. Same thing on this side. There's actually a drain here. That drain tends to get ignored by water. It just goes rushing right on by. So again, we've got some boards and gravel bags there to encourage a lot of water to make that easy exit into the drain. If that doesn't work, then some more sandbags to get it coming down the driveway, but maybe not along the side here. We've had all the erosion problems. There's the MR2, which is not going to be here during the hurricane. I'm taking it to a covered parking garage. The other major problem we've had during storms is because since we didn't have those water diversions, water would rush down here and it would go down these steps, and that's our front door right there. And it tends to go to the left side of the house, but again, in a hurricane, if we get 10 to 20 inches of rain like they're talking about, that water could easily pile up against our front door. So we have a couple of barriers to discourage that. That's a 6x4 with some gravel bags on it. I'm actually going to totally cover that with bags of gravel. And I did a weatherproof caulking there. Again, that's not going to be a long-term permanent seal by any means. We just want us to get us through this weekend. If water gets through that, then I'm doing another one here down towards the front door to encourage the water. Luckily there's a natural slope that goes to the left here. So we hopefully won't need too much of a barrier here. There shouldn't be torrents of water getting by. But if they do, again, the idea is just to keep it away from the front door. And then sometime tomorrow evening, we'll just sandbag the front door, put a tarp down first, then sandbags over it. So even if we do get unstoppable water coming up here and we get 4, 5, 6 inches of water on the front door, hopefully it won't come through. I'm a little worried about this retaining wall, which is well into its 5th decade. And if this gets saturated with water up here, it's going to be that much heavier and put that much force against it. This is a restraining plate. There's a steel bar that goes 20 or so feet that way into the earth. It's meant to hold it up, but I'm not sure about that. I don't know if it's going to do that job forever. The tree I'm worried about most is that one right there. It's very big. It's on sloped ground. And if it were to go over, then we would have some problems here. Obviously, if it went off into the house, then we wouldn't have a house anymore. Even in the worst case scenario, if that happens, we're going to be down in the basement riding out the worst part of this. So, we're not going to be in any danger, but we certainly hope it doesn't destroy the house. The lake has been let down. We're going on 24 hours. There's a valve that we can use to control the flow of water out of the lake. So you open it wide up and it flows out the valve that's out of sight off to the right. You can see that far dam over there, that's where that drain is. And the top of the dam is at a height that the water will spill over the dam itself before it rises up here into our backyard. So the water's going to come up high for sure. It'll probably get to about where I'm standing right now, somewhere between the back patio and the current level of the lake, somewhere right in here. But it won't get any higher than that, because at that point it's higher than the entire side of the lake over there, so it'll just spill over. That has happened before with a tropical storm a couple of years ago. So you know, we're not, even though we're right on a body of water here, this isn't our threat. You know, this is only going to rise about this high. So we just need to control the water that's going to come down that hill. If we can do that, we're going to be okay. Like I said, in the backyard here, we got a ton of gravel washing down after a couple of severe summer thunderstorms where we got 3 or 4 inches of rain in a very short period of time, and it just came down with such force that it washed all the gravel down here. That's going to happen again. There's nothing we can do to stop that. A lot of that gravel that's up on the right side of the driveway here is going to end up in the backyard. We just kind of hope the whole driveway itself doesn't end up in the backyard. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. All calm and clear for now. Beautiful blue skies. You'd never know what's coming.